Now, some of the world leaders have already started arriving at Buenos Aires. French President Emmanuel Macron touched down at the Argentinian capital city. The French president was accompanied by First Lady Brigitte Macron. The pair was greeted by Argentine Vice President Gabriela Michetti. The Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman too had arrived at Buenos Aires. The Crown Prince flew in from Tunisia. He was met by protesters who took to the street to demonstrate and protest the killing of the Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. And World is One continues to bring you the latest developments from the G20 Summit. Our principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibal is in Buenos Aires and I am joined by him right now. Let's quickly go across to Siddhant right now. Siddhant, what is expected in this year's G20 Summit? US President Donald Trump will also be the focus. He has a number of bilateral meetings.
Well, Buenos Aires, the capital city of Argentina, is all ready to host the 13th G20 Summit. The high-stakes summit this time around is expected to be as dramatic as a reality show. Focus will be on one man, US President Donald Trump. He will be having number of bilaterals and, of course, trilaterals. Bilaterals with Indian Prime Minister, with the Russian President Vladimir Putin, with the German Chancellor, with Prime Minister of Japan and South Korea, and Chinese President Xi Jinping, with whom he is going to have a working dinner. That is really important meet because the number one and number two economy in the world are having a trade war, and this is dominating the headlines here in the G20 Summit because that can have a global repercussion on global economy. So if this meet doesn't happen in a positive manner, there is no positive outcome. This could impact global growth in 2019. But with Russian President Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, of course, we have seen over the weekend, there has been a kind of a dispute which happened in which the Russian forces seized 3 Ukrainian vessels, and that has been a cause of worry in Western capital. So the US President Donald Trump has hinted he might cancel that meeting. Other than that, focus will be on other issues such as climate change, such as cryptocurrency.
Okay, Siddhant, what will be India's focus? That's also equally important to talk about. Let us know what is going to be India's focus.
Well, when the Indian Prime Minister speaks at the G20 Summit, he will be focusing on one thing. That is the issue of black money. He has been focusing that since his very first G20 Summit after taking charge in 2014, the Brisbane Summit in Australia, where he focused on black money, a coordinated approach that helped India to renegotiate tax treaties with countries like Mauritius and Singapore. Other than that, India will be raising 2 main issues. One, of course, strengthening of FATF. A political message will be sent on countries who are not complying to the FATF commitment. That, of course, no points guessing, is Pakistan. Other is economic offenders, safe haven being provided to them by fellow G20 countries, and no points guessing that too because we know Nirav Modi and Vijay Mallya are right now in UK. India, of course, has sent extradition requests. But the big focus will be on the meet between the Indian Prime Minister and the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, coming after many months and after that crucial deal between India and Russia, the S-400 deal. That has been a cause of worry in Washington. But crucial issue in that also will be cross-border terror, the issue of terrorism emanating from Pakistan. This comes just few days after the US President lashed out at Pakistan for providing safe haven to Osama bin Laden and not doing a single thing for Washington. So a lot of things, of course, the big focus on black money and the issue of terror from India's side.